All right, we're conducting the meeting in accordance with the governor's recommendations about holding meetings virtually in the era of COVID-19. So that's what we're doing. I won't go over all of the 40 lines of caveats and instructions. We have a short agenda today. I'd like to start by calling the meeting to order at whatever time it is, 4:32 and a half, let's say. And I would also call the roll. Lori Fairbay.
I'll see Lori.
Karen Schultz.
Here.
Where are we going?
I think this is, oh, I'm sorry. I'll mute myself.
Kate Bliss.
Here.
Pat Wheeler.
Here.
And Lori is here or not here?
No. Negative. I don't see.
She's busy though in the background, converting images.
Ah.
She'll probably be joining us.
All right, and Bob Blair here.
Don't forget Victoria.
I was just coming to that. We'll save the best for last. Victoria Flynn.
Here.
All right. Hail, hail. Almost the whole gang's here. Short agenda. Welcome, Victoria. Nice picture that got into the Powderhouse News. You haven't seen the Powderhouse News yet, but that'll be coming out. I think they print on Friday, so it should be coming out beginning of next week. So we have to be sure that we have your mailing address. So that we do have your mailing address. So be sure to send that because you're not a senior, so you just don't automatically get one. Neither does Kate. Neither does almost anyone but me. But anyway, there we go. It pays to be old. You don't have to ask for stuff to be mailed to you. May we have a vote to approve any end of the year fiscal year 2020 invoices? I think the ones that we would be talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, Margaret, would be, or Peggy, at least would be the 3 items for the van, the defibrillator, the beer cooler, I'm sorry, the cooler, and the, what's the other part? The
decals.
Decals, yes. The much debated decals, which replaced the never debated side designs. May we have an vote to approve those expenditures? Or Peggy, do you want to state what the expenditures were in dollar amounts?
Well, I don't know that. I know that the defibrillator was $1,895. The cooler was $34.99, but I don't know the numbers for the decals yet.
Decals are going to be about $130. I think they're $126 something, but again, it's going to depend. If they're a little bigger, it might be a little more. So I think it's about $100. I want to say about $130, $140. 2 of them.
Well, we'll go for 140.
Are there other expenditures, Peggy, than those we've just mentioned?
Yes, hold on. Those are the ones out of the Elder Affairs grant. You have ones out of the Council on Aging expenses. So why don't you finish this one and then you can go ahead.
Okay, I was going to wrap into this, asking at the same time for the board to approve swapping out artwork for the side of the van for the defibrillator, the cooler, and the decals that are going on the side, making a change in the allocation of funds. What? So we were doing artwork, now we're doing small artwork, defibrillator, cooler, decals.
Right.
May I hear a vote?
I would like to make a motion. Sorry.
Go ahead, Kate.
there's Lori. Lori's here. Hold on for one moment. Okay, sorry. She joined.
Okay, Laurie, we're taking a vote on changing funding from artwork for the van to buying a defibrillator, buying a cooler, buying decals for the side, and approving those 3 expenditures, the last of which is around $130. So the vote is to accept the change of purpose and also the amounts. Kate, you were starting to say?
I was just going to make the motion to do that.
Was that a second?
Would you like me to make the full statement or no?
No, that's all right. This isn't the town meeting. We don't have to read everything 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
Do I hear a second to that?
I second.
Okay, all those in favor, Karen,
Aye.
Kate,
Aye.
Pat,
Aye.
Laurie? Laurie,
I don't see, oh, I see Lori. She doesn't have her video on.
she's speechless.
Aye.
We can't see you, Lori.
Here.
You can hide, but we can hear you.
Oh, good.
Okay, can I talk now? Bob?
Yeah. Talk now.
So that-
Hopefully,
I used $140 for that, right? The decals. So that leaves you a balance of $338.91. Now, you guys have to decide what you want to do there now. Do you want to transfer that amount of money from Council on Aging expenses in order to zero out the Elder Affairs grant?
we have a recommendation. Well, first of all, let's finish the vote we were just taking.
Oh, I thought you did.
I would also vote, well, I didn't get the vote. Somebody interrupted me. and was talking,
Sorry.
you know?
Oh.
So I vote aye as well. So that carries. Vote is to approve the change of funding and also the specific items. What's the recommendation on the funding swap you're talking about?
It's the cleanest thing that you can do. That would zero balance the Elder Affairs grant. If you don't zero balance it, they deduct that amount that's left over from next year's award. And you're just better off just spending as much of it as you can.
So you take the $390 something and transfer it to,
Yeah, previously, before we got the grant, we had yoga and Tai Chi. We can transfer some of them, change them to a Elder Affairs expense rather than the Council on Aging expense. June recommended that, actually.
okay.
Right? So,
Any other discussion on that?
No, we're good.
Do I hear a motion to accept the suggestion?
I vote to accept the suggestions.
Do I hear a
Peggy.
second?
I second.
Okay. Pat,
Yes.
Laurie,
Yes.
Kate,
Aye.
Karen?
Aye.
Are we including Victoria on these votes or is just this the council voting?
Yeah, that's just the members that are voting. Victoria's. Victoria will be your advisor along with Peggy when she starts.
Okay, and Bob, yes. So the vote carries unanimously. Let's see. We had a motion to, an item to approve Peggy Sardell to continue working for the COA.
oh, we're not done. We're not done. We're not done.
I was gonna say, hold on, I'm trying to take the minutes here. Where is it being transferred? That money transfer from the Elder Affairs grant to where?
It's from expense.
The Council on Aging expense to make it an Elders Affairs grant expense. It'll be a total of $338.91, I think.
Okay, so you had more info on,
No, I haven't. Now you got to move on to the Council on Aging expense. You have expenses coming in for June that haven't been paid yet. Right? Such as, I don't know exactly what they are. The one would be for Victoria's physical. The last one we had done was $120. I would encumber $150 for that. Then we had the Meals on Wheels for April, for the month of June, and that would be about $40. And then Bob has not submitted for any reimbursement from March to June. I don't know, he doesn't seem to know if he wants to do that or not.
No, I'm not going to.
You're not
Nope.
sure? You don't want to encumber it?
I'm gonna wait till July and triple charge them. No, I'm not gonna charge for the months I was driving.
Your choice. So yes.
You're welcome.
150 and
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks.
Thank you, Bob.
I would say 190 in unpaid bills unless somebody knows of anything else that's coming in. Nobody's told me of anything. You did have your physical, didn't you, Victoria?
I'm having it Monday.
Oh. Monday in July? Oh, then
Yeah.
that would be an expense for this fiscal year.
That's right. It's an expense for next fiscal year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then we only need enough money for April's Meals on Wheels. So that's only around $40.
Well, geez, Victoria, since you put it in next year, you ran out the money in our party account we were gonna have in July for the physical. That's okay.
Okay, I'm
We'll
done.
forgive you.
I'm done.
That's it?
Yep. I think-
Okay, now, as an item, do we want to approve Peggy Sardell continue working for the Council on Aging under the Senior Tax Work-Off Program in fiscal year 2021?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I hear a motion to that effect?
Yes.
I second.
All right, so to take the vote,
Really up
Karen?
to you. Okay?
Karen?
You can fire me if you want.
No. Victoria, Peggy's going to be your right-hand person.
Don't worry, Peggy.
I will report to you, though.
That's fair enough.
You slap me around.
Okay, here's the vote. Karen,
Yes.
Kate,
Aye.
Pat,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Bob, yes. Unanimous vote. I guess we'll keep you around, Peggy.
Thanks.
Don't know what we'd do without you, actually.
Yeah, I think you could
We're
survive.
darn lucky to have you.
You're here.
All right, are there any other items anyone wants to bring up?
I do.
Oh.
Okay, we have end of year paperwork that has to be done. Okay, there are no payroll encumbrances because nobody's getting a payroll. We did the expense encumbrances, but you have a couple of special articles. Last year, well, no, this is the older one. For bus repairs and maintenance, there's a balance of $661.65. Now, the Finance Committee recommends it be closed out. Because they want to get rid of special articles. But that would require a vote of you. You want to close it out or keep it open?
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that amount?
$661.65.
Okay, thank you.
And that's a special account for van maintenance and repair?
Yeah. We had it because of the old van was in such bad shape.
Right. Does, what corresponds to that with the new van for, say, oil changes and tire rotations and so forth?
I don't know.
Margaret, what would be your reading on that? Is there some sort of separate line item for?
We don't have to
Maintenance,
definitely
maneuver.
ask for a list of what you would be using it for, and I don't know. We don't know.
For van upkeep? Yeah, expenses. That's out of expenses. You've got all your sub-accounts right in, bundled in your expense line. I don't know if your question was something other than that.
You know, the special article that we used to use when the van broke down or something.
Oh,
It says
Um,
it's for maintenance.
and have you carried that forward?
Yeah, it
Are you
was
carrying it?
originally a 2018 article.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it probably should be closed out. First of all, the new van hopefully is not going to require the level of maintenance that the old van required. And your expense line does budget for some maintenance items. So I think you should be all set.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I don't see. How much is left in there, Peggy?
$661.
$61.
Yeah, I would suggest closing that one out.
Do we hear a motion to close out that amount from the special item, special article?
I make a motion.
I second.
All right.
Okay, you have another special article.
Oh, sure.
From, from last year. It was to buy that, my senior software or something. Remember
Oh,
that? Yeah. Well, in the
Nice.
last minute, it was decided that we wouldn't use that money because it was charged to the Elder Affairs grant. We don't need this. And it actually automatically closes out in June unless there's some expenses incurred, but there are no expenses. So you can vote to say no to close it up.
so why did we have it in the first place?
You're gonna buy the software
Yeah,
and pay for it using that money. But it was decided at the last minute after the money, after it was approved at town meeting, that instead of spending it that way, you're gonna use the money from the Elder Affairs grant because they had money left over last year too.
so we do have the program. We don't need a budget for it again.
Right.
Okay. All right, so on those two articles, may we wrap them under this one vote? Any objection to doing that? Okay, so call for the vote. Karen,
Yes, aye.
Kate,
Aye.
Pat,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
Bob, yes. We. I think that's it, unless somebody has some additional information, questions?
I could show you the order that I'm about to place. Thank you so much, Lori. That file format worked. And so I'll show you the screen with the total right now. If I can find this is my shopping cart, I think, right here. Okay, hopefully this is it. All right, you see that? There it is right there. I can show you the proof. The total is $126.40. I will put that on my card and get reimbursed from what you've put in. So that'll be a reimbursement, as I understand it, from the Elder Affairs grant, right, Peggy? You submitted this essential spending request from Elder Affairs?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so it'll be charged to that. I'm going to put it on my own credit card in order to get this in today, and I'll show you the proof. There it is. I think it's going to look
Oh,
beautiful.
that's nice.
Oh, nice.
And that's coming on the perforated material so people inside don't feel like they're in a closet.
Correct. It'll be perforated, and it comes with the squeegee, Bob.
It does.
How nice.
That's for people whose glasses are dirty, so they
All right, so if everyone's good with that, I'll stop sharing the screen and you can get back to seeing each other. There.
all right.
Okay, so I'll submit that.
Okay.
And
Bill to us as soon as you get it, right?
what was that?
Margaret,
Oh, excuse me?
you submit the bill with a reimbursement request form, please.
I'll have to put it in with a reimbursement request form. I don't know who's going to sign off. Who's going to sign off on that for me? Kate?
I think me.
Okay. I'll do that tomorrow, though. I'm just too tired today.
I can't imagine why.
It's not that big of an issue. And the only other thing I have is on the van transportation program and the COVID protocols. So Bob, I know you've been in touch with the fire chief. I've been in touch with the fire chief. I have some samples that I'll pass around. Victoria, I'll share those with you as well. Because yeah, we've got to start thinking about getting that up and running now that the decals are coming.
Yeah.
Right.
Now that we know whose it is.
Right. So I will send around some of the draft protocols. Chief is helping us out with those, and we could just make sure we're all set up for that.
I think we may want, I've taken some semi-motion pictures when the gal from the company who provided the van was here showing how things operated. But she said if we asked, she could come down and do a walkthrough training for the drivers.
That would be great.
Okay.
So I think that would make a lot of sense.
And Victoria, for your information, the AED has been ordered, and it's actually going to be here the next couple of days. So there's going to be some training required for van drivers for that, obviously.
Okay.
So we'll have to set that up.
Okay.
And I didn't volunteer to be the dummy that somebody tried it on. That would be shocking. All right.
Well, wait a minute. We don't even know if we have any van drivers at this point.
No. We're going to try to set up these COVID protocols so that everyone will want to be a van driver. It'll be so safe.
Right.
Right?
Let Bob do it. He won't
The
jump.
goal.
Yeah, well. We're going to miss you, Peggy.
Why, you gonna run me over with the van?
Could be.
I don't know.
Right.
I need Peggy for a while, Bob. So I'm gonna need her.
There's always a hitch. All right. Victoria, anything you'd like to share with us or tune us in on? I mean, what your grand plan is, or you're working on that?
Well, at this point, I'm hopefully starting next Thursday. So that's the plan here. So that's the news.
Will your last name still be Flynn at that point?
Yes. So I am getting married on Saturday. And I'm staying Flynn for now. It's going to eventually down the road be hyphenated, but not today, thankfully. So one hurdle at a time, Bob. One hurdle at a time.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds like a plan.
There is.
All right. If there's no other business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. We did not set, we'd have set actually the next meeting date. I don't have it in front of me, but it would be our normal day of the month in July.
It was the last Tuesday of July, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
I second. The meeting in July, is it going to be live or are we going to do back a Zoom?
As of right now, we're booking Zoom meetings through July, just to be sure. If we are able to change to in-person meetings at any point in July, we'd have it booked by Zoom, but we could find our room here and get 10 or fewer people in there, and we should be good. We'll let you know.
All right. So as to the vote to adjourn, Karen? Karen? Vote to adjourn, Karen?
I'm sorry, I'm muted. Yes, vote to adjourn.
Okay. Kate?
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Lori? Lori?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
Okay. It's a unanimous vote. We are adjourned.